What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Legacy here bringing you a build video for one of the best strand setups that I have put together this season. If you like green, if you like sending it everywhere, this is the setup for you. Do not forget to stick around, hit that like and subscribe button. Here's the build. So starting off with the subclass, we're going to be running Thread Runner. That class ability, I use Gambler's Dodge. It gives you that melee ability back that much quicker. Jump, whichever one you want to call it, does not matter. That's a personal preference. Your melee ability, only got one choice, so you're going to have to run Threaded Spike. Your grenades, you're going to want to be running Grapple. This is why. You're going to be running Widow's Silk. That'll give you a second grapple. And you're also going to be running Rolling Maelstrom, which is the star of today's show. And let's figure out why that's going to be. So the first fragment for today is going to be Threaded Transmutation. That is because while you have Woven Mail, you're also going to be creating Tangles. That leads us into Threaded Warding. Picking up Orbs of Power gives you Woven Mail, which then leads us into Threaded Generation. Dealing damage gives you Grenade Energy, which then is going to lead us into today's final fragment, Thread of Evolution. That's going to make that Whirling Maelstrom last longer and hit that much harder. And that's also going to bring us into today's exotic choice, and that's going to be Karakni's Facade, or Seract, however you say that. This exotic is going to give you Woven Mail every time you grapple, and also a little bit of flinch resistance, which is going to make your headshots that much easier to hit. This exotic is critical to this build. Every time you get Woven Mail, you're also going to be triggering Threaded Transmutation, which is then going to trigger a Tangle on every kill. And then every Tangle is also a Maelstrom. On top of that, it's also going to be dealing more damage. And for the mods, I like to run double siphons and that Ashes to Asset just to get that super energy just that much quicker. For the arms, I do like Grenade Kickstart. Impact Abduction is a very good synergistic mod for that Grenade Kickstart, and Strand Loader. Those are all very synergistic with today's build. And for the chest piece, the really only important one is Charged Up Font of Endurance, just for my personal build use. And on the boots, we're going to be running Double Recuperation and then a Weapon Surge of your choice. I'm choosing Strand. For the class item, I like to run Reaper and Bomber. Those two are really important. Powerful attraction just makes it a little bit easier for me to get my orbs and make sure that I'm getting the most of my build. But the whole idea of the build today is to kill, make an orb, get Woven Mail, get more kills, get a bunch of Tangles, and create as many Maelstroms as you physically can. And for weapons, I'm going to be starting with Borrow Dyad. Me personally, I like to use this. It feels very, very synergistic with the build. You don't have to, though. You can use Quicksilver Storm, you can use Immortal, whatever strand primary you feel like would work with this build is totally up to you. That's one good thing about this build, is as long as it's strand, it pretty much works. For the secondary, once again, it's totally up to you. I just run my Aberrant Action just because I have the Incandescent and it's the Rocket Assisted Frames. It takes out groups of enemies if I need it to. But honestly, I do not see myself taking off the Borrow Dyad often at all to even justify telling you what to use in the secondary slot if you choose Borrow Dyad. Now the heavy weapon, I personally use a sword with something like Slice, for example, on your average day-to-day play. But whenever you're wanting to stay back a little bit, do some boss damage, you can't really get close because it's more endgame type deal, then you could be running a rocket launcher, or especially with this season's artifact, a machine gun, just anything strand that has the ability to create more strand abilities. That is going to be the main points of the weapons you're going to be wanting to use, I will say that. And that pretty much sums up the build for the day, so let's hop into some gameplay.
My dreadnought test you, air presumptive. Show me your sharpness.
We don't break, we just glow. Every scar's a line we write, proof we made it through the fight.
I don't need a finish line, I need your voice and time with mine.
I don't need a crown or fame, I just need us in this frame. We ain't perfect, we just real. You remind me how to feel. Even slow still means we climb, we do this one step at a time. One step at a time, no rush. We don't fold, we just adjust. This is love, this is fire, this is how we never tire.
Even when I pause, I never let go.
One step at a time, we stay. Turn the night into a day. We don't fake, we don't rewind. We move forward, step in time.
No pressure, no shame, just progress, just flame. One step at a time.
We don't need to run, we just need to move. One step at a time. One step at a time, no rush. We don't fold, we just adjust. This is love, this is fire, this is how we never tire. Never let go.
We do this, we do it just.
This is love, this is fire, this is how we never tire.
No pressure, no shame, just progress, just flame.
One step at a time.
La vida es un carrusel, 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 carrusel. La vida es un carrusel, 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 carrusel. La vida es un carrusel, 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 carrusel. La vida es un carrusel.
don't